Hi, Cancer. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for March 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in March and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, and Cancer Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in this reading. And if you would like to get my Saturn in Pisces Psychic Tarot and Crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, that link is down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page, and there you will see the heading of that video series. Click on whichever zodiac sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. These predictions are starting in this month of March 2023 and go all the way out over 2 years until the end of May 2025. So Saturn has now left Aquarius and now is in Pisces. And if you want to see how this will be affecting you, your sun sign or your rising sign, I recommend both if you can do it. And see what's going to come for you from that energy. So all that being said, Cancer, now on to your March 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Cancer, is the Judgment card. And this is a card that symbolizes, what do we think about a situation? How do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how does it affect everyone involved? You could also be making some kind of declaration or announcement about something going on in your life. You could be opening up and telling people about some kind of new project or that you're working on, or some new plan that you've got in the works. You could also be doing some kind of marketing and promotion of a business you have or work that you do. You may also be putting out like the announcement to also see how are people going to respond, or is the public going to be interested in this? Maybe it's some idea you haven't fully done yet, but you want to test the waters and see, maybe you're going to take some kind of poll, or like I said, make some kind of announcement where people can give you feedback whether it's something they're going to want to get from you or not. So you could be making this announcement to take the temperature of, whether this would be a successful venture for you. You could also be giving some kind of recommendation to clients and customers that you have of something that somebody else that does similar work, or some other business that could be helpful to them, or some other kind of recommendation of like medical treatments or something. You could be making some kind of recommendations to your public, people you work with, clients or customers that come to you. You could also be giving somebody a personal recommendation, like if they're going to another job and they need a letter of recommendation from you. That's also possible here. If you were trying to get something started or completed, you may be making the announcement that, hey, that business I was trying to start, it's now in the works. It's done. Doors are open. Come on in. It could even be like an open house. You could be making an announcement promoting an open house, if you're a realtor, or if you're trying to sell your own home. Also, my guides are telling me some of you may be making some kind of announcement that something is official now. Like, I'm finally divorced, or I'm finally married or engaged, or we finally had the child is finally born, or whatever. You could be making an announcement of something of importance that has now a process that is, completed. It's now, you can finally make the announcement. Yeah, some of you could be, it comes up here like making an announcement of something that you want to sell. So it could be something you're selling for your products or services of a business you own, but it could be like maybe you flipped a house and now you did all the work and now it's ready to sell. So you're listing it and you're promoting it. So the next card in your reading is the King of Pentacles, and this is an earth sign person. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Cancer, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an earth sign. You could be going around and doing a lot of things like roundabout things and in harmony with the King of Pentacles, this earth sign person. They could be even trying to give you a leg up financially. This could be a business partner to you. It could be a significant other. It could be a backer or investor. And everything's going to work out. You're going to find new avenues and new pathways. And either this King of Pentacles is helping you do that, or you could be doing it with the King of Pentacles, this earth sign person. You look at them like they're wise. They know what they're doing. You may also be looking at them like they're ready to take on more work or business, or they're getting ready to take on some big undertaking of some sort. They may be asking you to give them the answers they seek, or the devices or equipment or something that they need. You're linked together with them. There is an element of stress, but I feel like it's, not all stress is negative. It could be a stress that you work something out with them, or just through your working with them, there could be stress, but like if you're working on a business together or some project together, it could be going well, but it could be a stressful endeavor. You could also find yourself and the King of Pentacles jumping into things and jumping out of things. Now, for some of you, this is a weird message, but if I get them, I got to say it. You could be jumping into bed with this earth sign person and then jumping out of it. That's a possibility here too. I feel like you may have an on-again, off-again relationship with them. They may be somebody that you find at times difficult to deal with, but at other times they may feel like an answer to your prayers, and they're like some hidden gem. They're like a gem to you on one hand, and at other times you may find them difficult to deal with. So you may have a real back and forth kind of feeling about dealing with the King of Pentacles. So the next card in your reading is the Three of Rods, and this is waiting patiently for success to come in, or letting go of something so success can come to you. It could also be that you are at the beginning of a successful business venture or endeavor. You may start to feel like things are finally starting to go in your favor. You may feel like the ball is finally in your court about something. and feeling like it's necessary for you to be on top of your game and being on point and making a lot of wise decisions will be important to you. You may understand the pathway to make better judgment, better choices. You may also discover a pathway to make better trade, better business decisions, better working conditions, better flow, ebb and flow of work and business. Something could shift or change that opens up more doorways for you to sell your products or services if you have a business or a company, or if that would make sense for work you do at another business or company. It's kind of like, for some of you, not all of you, you may really be learning a lot about commerce and trade. Somebody could show you how to do something in March that would exponentially give you a leg up on making more sales, or helping you with your creations, or products or services creations. It just keeps boiling down to me over and over again. There's like some kind of ticket here to make things easier for you. If you have products or services, you may be looking into how to expand your market, how to get them, to get it out to reach more people. You may be dealing with a lot of different types of negotiating in the month of March. And you could have a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but there could be some things that come in for you now that you've been waiting for. You know, maybe you've been waiting for more clients or customers. Maybe you've been waiting for opportunities to open up for you, or you know, maybe even waiting to hear about you. Maybe you applied to a job a while ago and you're like, are they ever going to get back to me? You know, you could hear from them now. So things that you've been waiting for could start to come through for you in March. The next card you have in your reading is the Page of Swords, and this is an air sign person. This is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's an air sign. This could be you if you're born on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. Pages can be children. They can also be adults that are immature or young at heart. Pages can also be messengers. This would be someone bringing in a message about wisdom, knowledge, truth. You could feel very strongly connected to somebody in March that's an air sign. You may always feel connected to them, but they're showing up here in your reading that you feel strongly connected to them in March. This could be a client or customer to you. This could be somebody that wants to sample your products, your services, your work. You may feel like this Page of Swords in your life is some kind of instigator of change for you. I feel like you do look at them like they've accumulated a lot of knowledge, wealth, and wisdom. So you may feel like they kind of they're on the ball in some way. For some of you, this could be somebody that looks at you like you may make them feel uncomfortable, but they may feel like you have valuable knowledge and lessons to teach them. So for some of you, this could be a child to you. That's an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. You could even be working with them in some way to discern what is fact from fiction. So an air sign, sun, moon, or rising sign person, you could be linked up with them in the month of March, where you're like, okay, what's fact here in this situation and what's fiction? So you could even be like, if you do any private investigating, that could be, or if you're a cop, you two could be, putting your heads together to try to figure out what's real, what's not real. This could also be somebody that you are, you just work with, like at a business, or it could be a sibling to you. And you're like, okay, we're going to get to what's the truth here in this situation. What's the facts and what's the fiction? So you got to think about how that works out. Could be a coworker. You and a coworker could be like, okay, what's true and what's not true here at this job right now? What's real about this work or this boss, and what's not real about something that's happening here? And you two may be putting on your like Sherlock Holmes caps and starting to investigate what's real, what's not real. This could also be psychic. You could be talking to a psychic, or you two could be psychic and astrologer working together, or both of you psychics, or both of you astrologers, or one or the other. And you're like trying to solve something here, like get to the root of the matter. Like what's real, what's not real, what's the truth, what's not truth, could come up strongly with you and the Page of Swords. However, some of you may be wondering what's true and what's not true going on with the Page of Swords. If that's one of your kids, they could also be thinking of that about you. So you got to really put your thinking cap on with this one, Cancer, because a lot of different possibilities came up with this card. And when the court cards come up, like the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles, the People cards, the court cards, is always more challenging in a general reading. And you got another one here. Now you got another one. You got the Page of Rods, and the Page of Rods is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that's a fire sign. It could be you if you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. Pages can be children. They can be adults that are immature or young at heart. They could be a messenger, and if they're a messenger, the Page of Rods is bringing in a message about a birth of something, or business, or enterprise, or communications. You could have a child to you, or somebody connected to you that's a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising sign person that is saying, things are changing, I need to come home. If you have a child that's a student in college, or that they're away, or they live, somewhere else, and circumstances are changing in either their school or their living situation or a relationship they're in, they may say, things are changing and I need to come home, or need to move back to where near you or with you. I feel like you're looking at them like they're in sync with what's going on, and therefore it may make sense to you that things are changing for them, and their ideas may even be changing about what they want to do with their life. Or, so the change could actually be happening not to the Page of Rods, but in the Page of Rods, or with the Page of Rods. They could be changing. They could be looking for you for money or assistance or answers of some sort. They maybe could have gone off and tried to make it on their own. And maybe it didn't work out, like they couldn't meet the bills or something happened. Or if it's an employee to you, they may have gone off and tried to start their own business or tried to work at a different business or company and it didn't work out. So it could be somebody that you used to employ that comes back to you and wants you to hire them again. There's a lot of back and forth communication with you and the Page of Rods in the month of March. So the best gemstone crystal I got for cancers to work with, use, or wear, you're the only one that got it this month, is bloodstone. And bloodstone is a grounding and purifying stone. It heightens intuition and creativity. Bloodstone wards off negative energy. It stimulates dreaming and is a revitalizing stone. It's also a protective stone. It encourages selflessness and idealism. Bloodstone strengthens the immune system. It detoxes the liver, intestines, kidney, spleen, and bladder, and it invigorates blood and energizes life. It's a stone that if you're carrying it or sleeping with it under your pillow or putting it on your chakras when you're meditating or wearing it, it's going to make you feel more healthy. It's going to magnify things to you, especially your ideas, like little inklings of thought that maybe would drift through your mind at other times. If you're working with or wearing bloodstone in March, it's going to magnify those things and you're going to pay attention to them and notice them more. It's also going to magnify what other people are thinking and doing to you as well. So just beware of that. It's a stone that's going to make you feel more safe, more secure, more protected. And if you need to take any kind of training or classes or education or webinars or seminars, it's a stone that's really going to help you learn things and assimilate the knowledge a lot better. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, you can access the most recently recorded videos by clicking on the link down below in the description box in the Show More section. And you can also access these links by going to my website, theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos page. You can scroll down and read all the different video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and you just click under that video series that you want, any zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. I'm going to name some of my most recently recorded videos. My first one is Saturn in Pisces, Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. These predictions go from March of 2023 through May of 2025. Saturn spends 2.5, 3 years in each sign. It depends. It's different for every sign. That's the time period for those predictions. So you may want to see how Saturn in Pisces will affect you. I highly recommend getting your rising sign and your sun sign in that video series. My Big Love readings for 2023 for singles and couples are available. They're chock full of information. The first half of the reading focuses on the single people of your zodiac sign, and the second half of the reading focuses on the coupled people of your sign. I highly recommend watching the entire video because there will be some crossover that the messages will apply to you in either side of the video. The next video series that's fairly new is my New Year 2023 Psychic Tarot readings for each sign of the zodiac. If you haven't checked them out yet, there's 16 cards in total, and it covers a wide variety of topics in that video, in those videos. As I said, 16 cards. There's a lot to cover there. Also, my Psychic Crystal readings for 2023. Let me tell you, I've had great feedback from those readings. People have asked me in the past, would I ever do Psychic Crystal readings for the year? I never did that before because I always did the tarot readings. These crystal readings I thought were awesome. I hope you check them out. Also, don't forget, you're still being affected by the eclipses that happened in October of 2022 and November of 2022. Those eclipses last for 6 months, but in those video series I recorded, those predictions went out even past that. And some astrologers do say sometimes the effects can last for a year. So you might want to get my eclipse effects from the solar eclipse in Scorpio, October 25th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. And you could get my full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Those predictions and messages are still in effect, and you are still being affected by them. I think those predictions went all the way out until June of 2023, so you might want to check them out. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of March 2023, that I do an expansion of the readings I do here. I give a lot of various predictions and messages covering a wide range of topics. You may really want to check your psychic crystal readings out for March. Also, my horseshoe tarot spread, 7-card spread tarot readings are available, and lots of people like that series. Whenever I post the horseshoe tarot spreads, people snap them up. They love those predictions. There's a lot of messages and predictions there in those 7 cards. If you would like to help support the work I do here and the readings I do on YouTube, there's a donation link down below in the description box. It's connected to PayPal. Thank you so much to those of you who have been so kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help me a lot, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for your kind donations. Also, if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use tarot cards, oracle cards, occasionally the crystal, and I write 5 paragraphs of predictions and messages. Many people find they resonate with them. You may find parts of it or all of it resonate with you. I would absolutely love to see you on my social media pages, so please be sure to check them out. So I hope you have an absolutely marvelous March of 2023 to all the signs of the zodiac out there, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.